Welcome to the channel. Orange, glad you're here. The first two brands we have is Coke and Pepsi. I'm going to start out with the Pepsi because I chose to. It's very sweet and doesn't definitely taste the cola flavor. Now I'm going to try the Coke. This tastes like if you took Sprite and mixed it with Pepsi. It's more citrusy and it doesn't have as much sweetness to it. I'm going to give Pepsi I'm going to give it a 6. And for the Coke, I'm going to give it a 4. Next up, we have Mountain Dew versus Mellow Yellow. So let's see. Starting with Mellow Yellow on our left. It tastes like orange juice, like carbonated Sunny D. It has a very nice citrus flavor. Now comparing it to the Mountain Dew. Compared to the Mellow Yellow, which is its competitor, it has a way less intense citrus flavor. It's way softer. I like Mountain Dew more. It has a nice soft flavor and is very enjoyable. Now the designs of the two. I like the design of the Mellow Yellow more because of it is very minimal. Just looks nice. Pure Leaf versus Gold Peak. Gold Leaf is actually produced by the Coca-Cola company and Pure Leaf is not. Starting with the Gold Peak. That is really good. It's sweet and it's smooth. Definitely gives me the flavor of homemade iced tea. Now going on to the Pure Leaf tea. It's definitely not as thick as the Gold Peak, which was really good and I liked a lot. And it's
Have you ever had a dream that
a lot stronger compared to the smoothness and homemade-esque feeling of the Gold Peak tea. And the shape of the bottle is very to drink from. So I'm gonna give this a solid 4.8. I really enjoyed the Gold Peak and the design is very nice. Next we have Sprite versus Starry. Next we have Starry versus Exploded Sprite. We're gonna start with Starry because Sprite is on the table and on me. Starting with the Starry. Okay. I like the Starry. It is smooth and soft, and it still has the lemon lime flavor. Sprite tastes the exact same, but the fizz or the carbonation is a lot higher. And considering Exploded, it lost some of that, meaning it was probably a lot more before I... Moving on to Gatorade versus Poweraid. I'm gonna get a paper towel first. Now that we're all cleaned up from the Sprite, we can start and move on to the Poweraid and the Gatorade. First, we're going to start with the Gatorade. Okay, here we have Poweraid and Gatorade. So we're going to compare the two, starting with... It is not as fruity. It is definitely juicy. Or whatever, however you say it. I don't know. This is our Gatorade, and I'm going to taste this so I can kind of compare the differences. This one is sweeter for the start, but has more bitter of an aftertaste compared to this one, which stays sweet throughout. I'm gonna give Powerade a 7, and I'm gonna give this one a 6.5. Next, we have Waiting to be Drank. Anyways, I'm going to start with the mug because it has a dog on it instead of just barrels. Okay, starting with the mug, just a little bit because we're sampling. This one is very smooth, still has a strong fizz, and has a very nice flavor. This one tastes almost exactly the same. Only difference here is that it has just a little bit more flavor towards the end of drinking it. Next, we have Crush versus Fanta. Crush is a freaking Dr. Pepper. Starting with Fanta because it is smaller and I don't have to pour it into a cup. Low fizz, nice strong orange flavor, definitely tastes like Sunny D. Last but not least, we have Crush. Crush is a lot softer, but it also has a more muted flavor, and I can even smell a little bit of vanilla. The Fanta, I like a little bit more than the Crush for one specific reason. The Crush is good and smooth and everything, but it has a more muted flavor and isn't as good as the softness but yet intense flavor that the Crush gives you. Anyways, moving on to our bonus round. For this bonus round, we're going to take Powerade and we're going to compare it to Powerade Sour. I have no idea how this is going to taste considering it was on sale. This video was made possible by my dad. Go to mydad.peelish.com today to show your support. Starting with the original drink, smooth and muted flavor as usual. And now it's with the sour. Yeah, that is sour, but not really sour. It kind of tastes like those little things where you squeeze the sour jelly or whatever onto gummies. That's what this tastes like. But overall, I think I'm going to give this a 9 compared to this, which is a 7. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Peelish. Make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel.